Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Andy and I want to ask you a couple questions. Do you ever feel stuck or like you're sinking in quicksand, or you're running on a treadmill not really going anywhere, but you really do want to? You want to have more, do more, be more than you ever thought possible. You want to be like essentially the super version of yourself. Well, then this channel is for you. I'm Andy Woodrick, peak performance coach for over 35 years. Started out in sport, working with athletes right up to the Olympic level. Then started working with entrepreneurs, business owners, CEOs, and then took a little time off, sailed around the world, and here I am with you, going to help you move into your next level. On my channel, we're going to explore all these things: how to become the super you, why you're stuck, what makes you feel like you're not enough. Then we're going to build the skills so that you'll be able to move beyond the plateau that you're stuck at right now. Really reach and maximize all the potential you're at. Do you know that only 1% of 1% of people, that's 1 in 10,000 people, actually achieve the goals they set out to do? Some of them get successful along the way without really achieving, but hardly any of them actually achieve goals they write down and want to do. 1 out of 10,000. That means that less than 40% of the people are actually reaching potential. Okay, so they sit at about 40% of their actual 100% potential. And that's not a very high amount. It means that we really haven't done what it takes to go beyond the limitations that we've set. But it doesn't have to be like that. I've never understood this. And I've been in this situation many times myself. I've found myself in a bad job, wishing I could get out of it. And I found myself stuck after a divorce. And I found myself not having enough money at times. And I've always managed, with the help of my coach and knowing what I know, being able to go beyond, set the goal, move my mindset out and get going. And that's what I want to help you guys with. We're going to move you forward like it's never been in all the areas of your life. It might be that it's your health and wellness that you're struggling in. You've set fitness goals, you've tried to lose weight, you've, done all the fad things, you've watched all the YouTube gurus, you've researched everything, and you get pretty far along the way, and then you just slip back. Whatever happens, you're having a family event, a holiday comes up, whatever it is, but all of a sudden you're back almost to where you started from, maybe even worse than where you started from right at the beginning. Perhaps it's how much money you have, your actual wealth. You're just going paycheck to paycheck, just struggling along, looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, wishing, hoping that things are going to change. It's not, unless you change it, right? It is always up to us. Perhaps it's, your relationships. Perhaps it's work, whatever it is that's tying you to where you are and not allowing you to move forward. We're going to teach you and give you the skills so that you can design a life that you want and go live it, not survive to get to the end, wishing, hoping, doing the woulda, coulda, shouldas at the end of your life, and just regretting everything along the way. Living a painful existence is not the way. None of us need that. Now, I know you've tried and tried harder, and then you try even harder. And that's why it feels like you're in quicksand, right? You're struggling, but still you sink deeper. And when you look around, it really does look like the people around you are succeeding. They're winning when you're not going anywhere. You're still on that treadmill and you're watching them move forward away from you. And you're wondering, what the heck is going on? Why am I working so hard? Why am I trying so hard and not getting anywhere? And we know what that does, right? Right away, that gives you, well, then why try? Why don't I just give up, accept that this is all I am, this is what I've got, this is the end, and I'll just ride this out? I don't know how you feel about that, but even thinking about that doesn't make me feel very good mentally. I really want to be, what's the next challenge? What's the next thing I want to conquer? I decided that I wanted to sail around the world, so I built a boat from scratch. I even got kicked out of my grade 8 wood shop, told never to return. So I was actually pretty impressed that I was able to, do that awesome big project. I restarted my life several times with things that have happened, big job changes, moving different countries. I've lived in several different countries. I've chased high-level business positions. I've been a motivational speaker all over the world, back in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada. It's always what's going to be that next thing. And that's what gets you going. It's really to find what's going to be the goal for you to lift you out of this monotony, out of this whirlpool that's just sucking you down further and further and further, so that you're going to be done failing. You're going to be done surviving, and you're going to start thriving. And you're going to thrive on accomplishment and success and drive yourself onto more and more of your potential. We want you to reach as high as humanly possible. Get way up there. Reach all the time. Because winning is what really success is, right? We want you to become a winner in your life. The super version of yourself. In every way, in every facet of your life, we want you to be the super version. And I'm going to work with you. All my content on this YouTube channel is going to be designed to teach you how to do these things, how to break the mindset, how to get moving, how to get up on time. Something as simple as that. How to get up and go work out, how to make yourself move in a positive fashion rather than being on that treadmill, not going anywhere, working harder and harder and harder, and just getting more and more and more tired of not getting, having, and doing what you want. Together, let's design this life. Let's make it what you want. And I don't want you to wait another day. That's the killer for people. We get complacent, right? Everything's going along okay, not great, but it's okay. And I've been here myself after COVID. I let my business slide away. We were still on the boat, and I just kind of let it go. And it was hard to get started again. If you've ever gone, if you're ever been a gym goer or a runner and you stop for a long time, starting is so hard. And that's what stops everybody from carrying on. The second thing that stops them is failing. So once they get going, they don't achieve as fast as they thought they would, and not as easy as they thought they would. And so they end up quitting. And all those little negative things, right? Not starting, failing, trying again, working harder, and not getting the result, give us the mindset that says, just don't try. So if that's you, if you want to move forward in any way, maybe you're almost at the top of your game and you just want to go to the next level, then you're in the right place. If you like this content, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe to me so that you know when I'm putting out a new one. If you really liked it, buy me a coffee. I'm a bit of a coffee addict. And definitely, if you want to start now and really get going, you're going to click the call me link and book an appointment with me to have a discussion about where you're at, where your mindset's at, what can we do to get you moving forward as fast as humanly possible. Remember, every day that goes by that you don't strive to be the super you is just another day gone, right? We could have used it for something better. Anyway, I'm Andy Woodrick, and I turn everyday people into super people. Talk to you again soon.